Hey guys, it's Peter, the Jason, Segel and Scott Pilgrim fan here, and tonight's video I'm going to be doing another salute video, and tonight's salute video is going to be on X-Men. Anyways guys, here we go. X-Men, wow, this is an awesome superhero movie series. I'm going to be going for my rankings for all the movies right now, and I'll also be including the 2017 Logan movie on this list. Starting off with the original X-Men from 2000. This movie is a good introduction to the X-Men series. I quite like the performance from Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and overall, the casting in this is fantastic. And it's going to get a 10 on my ranking list. Next up, X-Men 2. Now, this movie is awesome. It went one step into the right direction. I enjoyed it. This movie is spectacular. Overall, I quite enjoyed it. It's fantastic. It's cool. And overall, it's enjoyable. It's going to get a 3 on my ranking list. And by the way, there's even another poster I'm going to show you. There it is. I like that one as well. Next up, we have X-Men: The Last Stand. This movie is awesome as well, just like with X2, X-Men United, or X2, or X-Men 2, whatever you want to call it. And anyways, this movie's awesome, this movie's cool. Hugh Jackman does it fantastic again, and I especially like the casting, including Vinnie Jones as the Juggernaut. I found the Juggernaut to be very enjoyable. And Brett Ratner does a fantastic job directing. He also directed Rush Hour, After the Sunset, and Red Dragon. So anyways, fantastic directing from Ratner, and it's going to get a 2 on my ranking list. And here's another poster of the movie. There it is. Next up, X-Men Origins: Wolverine. This movie is perhaps very spectacular, and this movie is quite enjoyable, especially for the performance from Ryan Reynolds, and before he played Deadpool, and I'll be saluting on Deadpool in a separate video. And anyways, this movie's fantastic, this movie's cool. I know some people may or may not like this movie, but I respect your opinion. But this is going to get a 1 on my ranking list. And by the way, here's another poster I'm going to show you. I like this poster because it's very cool. Next up, we have X-Men First Class. Now, this movie is also quite enjoyable. I especially do like the introduction of James McAvoy, and he does superb in this, especially Rose Byrne, this movie came out the same year she was in Bridesmaids, which is my favourite movie of all time. And anyways, it's enjoyable, it's spectacular, and it's going to get a 4 on my ranking list. Also, Bond Fan East 2002 will not be getting this on 4K Ultra HD because somebody spoiled this movie for him, and I hate but I'll respect his opinion, and I don't like people who spoil movies, by the way. And anyways, gonna get a 4 on my ranking list. Next up, we have the Wolverine. This movie is absolutely fantastic. Hugh Jackman does spectacular in this again, and it's awesome. And this movie is very enjoyable, and it's going to get a 5 on my ranking list because it is enjoyable as it is spectacular. And I've got another poster of the movie I'm going to show you. There it is. Next up, we have X-Men: Days of Future Past. This movie is going to get... Anyways, this movie is quite good, especially for the performances from Hugh Jackman, and especially this movie is still very, very enjoyable. Not as good as some of the others, but still enjoyable. It is going to get a 6 on my ranking list. Next up, we have X-Men Apocalypse. This movie is considered to be very enjoyable. I especially do quite like the cast, including James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and all of whom do fantastic. This is in fact going to get it's going to get a 7 on my ranking list. Still very enjoyable. Next up we have Logan from 2017. Hugh Jackman is back in this, and I still do enjoy his performance as Wolverine. He does spectacular in this, and yeah, I still quite enjoyed Patrick Stewart's performance in this. He still does fantastic. And this movie does not disappoint. This movie's going to get an 8 on my ranking list. Wait, it's going to get 8 on my ranking list. And last but not least, we have Dark Phoenix. This movie is actually good. It is still enjoyable. I do think James McAvoy does spectacular in this again, as well as Nicholas Hoult and Jennifer Lawrence, all of whom does spectacular, and this movie does not disappoint. It's going to get a 9. Overall, awesome superhero movies. Anyways, do you know who likes these movies? Me. I like these because they are very spectacular, they are awesome, and they feature some awesome casting, especially Hugh Jackman, who played Wolverine. Anyways, do you know who does not like and or hates these movies? Well, nobody I know of, but as I said before, Bond Fan East 2002 will not be getting X-Men First Class on 4K Ultra HD to keep in line with the other X-Men movies on 4K Ultra HD because somebody spoiled this movie for him. But I respect his opinion. So anyways, do you know who X-Men rocks? And so does Avengers.